No, no worries. Sounds good. Miss Lopez.
Big ball.
So if you want to start getting yourself to the right spot, I think that would be good. We're going to do the week 12 reflection together. We're going to do the week 12 reflection together because there are some probability questions from CELO that maybe we want to talk about. So jump on the Canvas. Easy points here to kind of help you guys out today. And this will go into the assessment category, which is nice. And I'm trying to give out some points throughout the week. Just for like participation, showing up, playing the game, just having some fun. And that'll go into the classroom category, which a lot of us are needing some help in too. So my goal is to get everybody to pass. That's where I want every single one of us to make sure that we're passing this class. So let's make sure that happens. Now, no matter how much work we do, if you still have some of those, like the Unit 1, the Unit 2 final project, if you have not done those, it's going to be really hard to pass if you don't do at least one of them. You got to do at least one of those final projects. So go to Canvas. You can go to today's announcement, click on the reflection. You can, let's see if I put in the module yet. Yeah, I did. I put in the Friday reflection section in the modules, or it'll just be under quizzes. Week 12 reflection. Right? I'm going to look at it from your point of view so we can get asked. Okay, 8 questions. Some of them are open-ended, some of them are multiple choice. Okay, and so the first one, right, we watched the movie 21. If you did see that, okay, if you were here for that, you were able to watch that, write something down about kind of what stood out to you from that movie. It could be about the blackjack side of things, but the actual like learning of the game that we did and what you saw within the movie that maybe you were like, oh, I know how to do that, or this, I forgot how to do that. Is there anything about the movie that surprised you, whether it was a storyline, something about the game itself? Just one thing right there. All right, so I'll give you 30 seconds. Then we're moving on. Anything that just stands out in your mind about that experience of watching that movie for a couple days? Hope you liked it. It's a good story. A couple twists and turns along the way, which was always good. Plus, it's a true story, which is even greater. All right, so another few moments to finish up. Just one thing, kind of the one thing that kind of sticks out in your mind. Anybody else still need a moment to finish up typing their answer to the first one? All right, second one. Pretty much just dice related stuff only. Guys, jump on a Canvas. We're going to do the week reflection together. And so let's answer this question together. You have one regular die, okay, kind of the ones that we were playing with. You only have one of them. Okay, so they call that a 6-sided die, right? Because it's a cube. I don't know if it's sitting on my desk. Somewhere. I got too many little big gnats. Don't be shopping before
Give me a pair.
I've got a 20-sided die somewhere. It's called a D those who are not cute. So what are the chances? You got a 6-sided die. It's fair. It's not like my loaded dice you saw where I was rolling 6s all the time.
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6. There you go. Probability of rolling a 1 or a 2, right? It doesn't matter what number I put right here. They're all even probabilities. So the answer to question 2, 1, 6. 1 out of 6. All right. Question 3. We played CeeLo. That was fun. What is the probability that you roll that 4, 5, 6? Anybody remember?
36.
Nice. 1 out of 36. Because here's the thing: when you think about like which, like I have to roll a 4. Oh, 1 out of 6. I have to roll a 5. 1 out of 6. I have to roll a 6. 1 out of 6. So I'm supposed to multiply those together. Well, here's the thing: it doesn't matter what order they come out in. The first one didn't have to be the 4. It could have been a 4, a 5, or a 6, which is half of the options. Then it's a 4 or a 5 or a 5 or a 6 or a 4 or a 6, whichever one it is. All right. So it actually ends up being 1/2 times 1/3 times 1/6. Multiply through the tops, multiply through the bottom. 1 out of 36, which is a lot more frequently than we thought. Okay. So question 3, 1 out of 36. Question 4. Let's see, look. What is the probability that you roll a trip? 4. Yeah, because I gotta roll a 4, and I gotta roll a 4, and I gotta roll a 4. So 1 out of 260. Now, if that just said triples, not specifically triple 4s, but just triples, then it doesn't matter what the first roll is, right? Roll a die. I don't care what that one is, right? But the second one has to be the same, and the third one has to be the same. So if it was just what's the probability of rolling triples, that's just 1 out of 36. But triple 4 is exactly, that's 1 out of 260. And that's probability building. All right, let's see if we can figure this one out. We played the game CeeLo. What's the probability that you will roll doubles? So a pair, but not triples. It doesn't matter what the first one is, right? So it could be anything. So why did you say, Matt, you're absolutely right. Why did you say 1/6 for that second one? Right. So it didn't matter what the first one was, but the second one, it's got to be this one, whatever it was. If this was a 1, this got to be a 1. So 1 out of 6. If this was a 2, got to be the 2. Well, let's think about, like, I don't want trips. I want to make sure that last one. So if this was like a 3, then that's got to be a 3. This is not a 3. Right? It's got to be 3, 3, 1, or 3, 3, 2, or 3, 3, 4, or 5, or 6. It just can't be triple. So again, yeah, doesn't matter what this one is, so the probability is just 1, right? 1/6, because these got to be the same. So what are we hoping for with that last one? We just don't, yeah, it's the other, right? That whole complement idea is just the difference. So 1 times 1/6 times 5/6, so what's that answer? 5 out of 36. Good. 5 out of 36 for question 1. All right, question 6 is open-ended, talking about those weighted dice, right? Those 3 kind of black and silver die. Hopefully you saw that, so you can answer this question. Right, every time I rolled, basically, I had a really good chance of rolling those trip 6s. They're not fair, right? The difference between we can play with it real. Okay. So if you saw them roll, you probably know, right? You held them in your hand. There's something different about it. So, quick answer to that if you had a chance to see those. Can I see them? Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Let me see if she's got them. Back in the class.
Oh, I already did. I've already been on. Deep in the history.
I know.
Is that your first one, man?
Look at that. I put them in your hand. Look what came up. 666. So if you didn't get a chance to look at those dice, do that before you actually answer question 6.
Oh, I did actually, I forgot 4 and 5.
Somebody help out Hey Flo. What was the answer to 4? Probability you were going to roll trip 4s. 1 out of 216.
And then the next one is 5.
I got the 4 and 3 ones.
Question 7. Now, and this is going to help us with liar's dice. Okay? If we had, listen, 6 dice. Okay, so it's 6 dice in your hand, and they're not the weighted ones, they're the fair ones. If you rolled all 6, how many 5s would you expect to see? You had 6 dice in your hand, they have 6 sides on them, right? Roll it out. 6 dice. How many 5s do you expect to see out of all the 6? 1, right? Because you have an equal chance for it to be a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. And so you have a 1 out of 6 chance, and there are 6 dice. I'm only really expecting to see 1. And that's going to help us when we play liar's dice. We'll start it today. We'll probably play a little bit on Monday. So you can get used to the game. It's fun. Now, could we see more? Could we see less? Sure. Okay. So liar's dice is definitely about expectation. Okay. And we'll kind of get into expected value. That's actually like a probability statistics kind of thing. But question 7, how many 5s? Just 1. If I had 12 dice, I'd expect 2. If there are 18 dice, I'd expect 3. If there are 24 dice, I'd expect 4. And the more dice we have, probably the closer we'll get to that expected probability. But again, probability is super, super long term. Okay? Thousands and thousands of rolls is what we would need to really kind of get back. And then the last one, just give me at least something about your experience this week. Finishing up blackjack with 21, right? We finished up 21 on Monday. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we just played around with dice, especially C. So, what'd you like? What didn't you like? Did you learn anything? So, give me at least one nice, full, complete sentence describing the week.
Oh, can you read mine? I think Google is better.
Okay. It was good. It was good. All right, when you're done with that, just submit the quiz, and your work is good to go. I'm gonna leave. And then we're gonna play one big game of liar's dice. We'll have to rearrange the room a little bit so we can be close enough to each other. Let's see how many we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 plus me, 16. So what we'll do is we'll set up a game of 8. Okay, and so like you and a partner will kind of work together. One will sit at the desk. We can probably just set up 16 desks. We can just kind of make a big rectangle maybe. Or we can do 8 desks where one person's sitting, the other person's standing. But finish up where you're at. Folks at home, I will try to set up the camera so you guys can see and play along if you want. I know it's hard from home. This is it's a tough quarter in Prob stat to be doing this from home. So we'll do the best we can. I would love to include you as much as possible. So let's see if we can make that work. So I'm gonna flip this around this way.
Let's see, how can we do this? Turn yourself so you're really like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like 4. We can do it square, do 3, 3, 3, 3. You know, make, well, it's not though. So yeah, go that way. Let's play around. So I can do like this. This way. 4 and 4. I kind of want to like, I want you to like maybe like turn a little bit. What if we did? That's 8, right? 2, 3, and 2. Let's do that. Right? We kind of back up just a little bit. Like, yeah, that's right there. That'll give us some space. When you're done with your reflection, find a seat and a partner. If you want to sit next to them, we're going to need a heck of a lot more desks. If you're cool with just kind of standing behind, I'm going to get you 6 dice. With our expectations will just be, I expect to get 1 of each. Doesn't matter which one. Just enough. Let's see. I'm going to slide this so folks at home can play along. At least they can watch. See the action. All right. So, just as a reminder of how this game is going to be played, okay? You're going to take your dice, okay? You're going to roll them and then hide them from everybody, okay? You're going to look to see what's facing up, okay? The idea is we're just going to make our way around the table, betting how many we think there are of a certain number, okay? But the betting has to increase every time. So let's say Chandler goes first. He says, I think I got, like, this is everybody. So there are 1 through 8 of us, 6 dice each. There are 48 dice on the table. Now, because everybody's got 6 dice each, think about expectations, right? I'm expecting 8 ones, 8 twos, 8 threes, 8 fours, 8 fives, and 8 sixes. Right? I'm expecting there to be 1 of each because of basic probability, right? There's a 1 in 6 chance, everybody's got 6 dice. So he should have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. Does he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually pretty close to the expectation. But as you look around, right, 3 1s, a 2, a 4, and a 6. And so the idea is to say, okay, I know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting 8 1s, 8 2s, 8 3s, all the way up to 6. But we're going to try to get to the point where that betting increases along the way. So if he says 8 1s, and it starts to go around this way, she has to bet at least 9 1s, or something higher with like 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s. So he can go 8 1s, she can go 3 2s. Because 2 is higher than 1, doesn't matter how much you bet. You either have to increase the number of them, or you have to increase what number you're talking about. And what's going to happen is we're going to go around and around and around and around until somebody has the guts to call the other person a liar.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay? Here's how the game is played. As we make our way around, okay, the betting increases, and I will let you know if your bet is valid or if you change it. Okay? You're going to hide your dice the whole time, so only you know yours. Usually there's like a little shaker, like a little. I don't know if anybody's ever played Yahtzee. That can't happen. That's why we're faking.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
If you call out the liar and you're right, the liar has to take one of their dice off the table. Exactly. So let's say Kylie gets to the point, she's like, I think there are 9 6s. And Maddie's like, I don't think there are 10. But that would have to be her bet. She can't go any more than that. So Maddie would be like, oh man, I don't want to go 10, so I'm going to call Kyla a liar. And as soon as that happens, we all reveal our dice. We count up however many we have. If there aren't 9, Maddie was right? Kyla has to take a dice off the table. When you run out of dice, you lose. Okay? It's not like she gives her die to Maddie, because then the probabilities won't change. You want to kind of adjust with the changing probabilities. So let's just play. We'll just play. How to learn, you just play. And we'll play for we got 15 minutes. So give them a shake, put them on the table and hide them.
Just hear all of a sudden.
See what you got. Now, again, remember, you should probably come watch. That'd be fun. And you can like pick somebody to like talk it through it. Right? You're expecting day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6s. The betting starts, let's say with Kyla, because she played yesterday and she got Stevie to help her out. She can make any bet she wants. She doesn't have to start once. She can jump all the way to 6s if she wants. Or she can go with 4s. She can do anything she wants.
Put my hand out for a second.
Okay.
No,
All right. So start the betting, Kyla, with as many, and you can start low so that you're obviously like, I think there's 1 1. You could say that. And then she would just have to go more 1s or up to 2s.
So if she said, I think there's 1 1 and everyone's like, you're a liar.
That would be crazy.
But there's more.
So then whoever calls her out as a liar is wrong and they lose a dice. So if you call out the liar and you're right, the liar loses the dice. If you call out the liar and you're wrong, you lose a die. So go ahead. Pick a number and pick how many you think there are. And then we'll just go around. 2 1s. Maddie, you can go to any more 1s, or you can jump up to 2s or higher and pick any number you want. 6 1s. Okay. More 1s or jump up to 2s or 3s or 4s?
2 2s.
All right. See, right? So 1s, she was at, what did you say, 6? So he jumped up to 2, so he can take any number he wants. He doesn't have to go with like 6 2s or 7 2s. Would you say how many? 2 2s. And anytime you want to call a liar, just call them out. 4 2s. So more 2s are up to 3s or 4s or 5s.
2 3s.
2 3s.
2 4s.
Ooh, going up to 4. So you got to do more 4s or up to 5s or 6s. All right. So now we have to do 6s. You either have to say, call him a liar, or you have to do at least 3 6s.
4 6s.
Okay. Call him a liar or go up.
So
So remember, it's not that he has 4 6s, is that there are at least 4 6s up on this table.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay, so you said 4?
Yeah.
You gotta say at least 5. 5 6s? Now anybody can call them out. Doesn't have to be the next person. Jimmy's like, no way. I'm gonna call you out.
Jimmy, do it.
So 5 6s is the bet. 7 6s.
I don't even know what I can do.
So you can go up to 8 or more 6s, or you can call her a liar. And again, like you could call her out right now if you want and take that shot. We got what is it, 7, Matt? 7 6s? All right.
6
8 6s. Now remember, that's our expectation. 8 6s is what we pretty much expect according to probability there should be. As soon as we go higher, now the probability becomes less.
Yeah, there's
3,
9.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 9. Okay, so there's 9 6s. Oh, thank you. All right, cool. So 9 or more, or call them out. You can say, I think there are 9 6s. I think there are 10 6s. You can jump up to as many as you want, or you can call out 10 6s. You think he's lying? All right, open your hand, count your 6s.
One.
Here's what's crazy.
One.
Kyla rolled exactly 1, 2, 3.
No
4, 5,
way,
6.
you're lying. I'm crazy.
No.
That's crazy. Kyla,
She's
she's
So 10 was the bet. So if there are at least 10, Jimmy loses the dice. If there are less, Chris loses 1. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jimmy, give me a dice. All right. All right, shake them up. Roll them out.
Relax. Calm down.
Now remember, there's one less die on the table. Now, but 9 times 6, there were 54, now there's 53. Probabilities aren't going to change much when we take out just one of the 54. All right, roll them up. Take a peek. All right, so you went first last time, so Maddie, you go. Start with any number of any number. 5 threes is the bet. Go up or call her out.
5 threes?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say 6 threes.
6 threes.
I think he's
What do you
kind
say?
of.
What do you say?
That's another dice, Jimmy. Give it
Four threes will jump up to 4, 5, or 6. And you can do less. You don't have to say
I'll say 2 4.
2 fours.
Oh, 1 5.
1 5. Okay. More 5s or some number of 6s?
1 6.
1 6. All right, now we gotta do 6.
4 6.
4 6s.
Big one. Try to
6 6s. And again, anytime you can call. Doesn't have to be the next person call them out, but you do it. 7 6s.
Cap. He's a liar.
You calling them right now? Call them out. Reveal your hand. Put your 6s up front. How many 6s you got? Put them up front.
No.
4. So what's the bet? So you called them out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 10 of them. So he was right. Shake him up. Shake him up.
Damn. Okay, that's good.
Maddie's over fish. All right, Aiden, you get to go first this time.
Oh.
Remember, 52 dice left on.
I just go, I go baller and just say like 7-1.
Do it.
7-1.
7 1s.
7-1.
I think he's lying.
There it is.
He's lying.
Show him. Put your ones up front. Ones up front.
2 1. Jimmy, like you get the die.
Oh,
no.
Say your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh!
Take him up. Take him up. It's been kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh, that's actually so
Play it
crazy.
safely.
Like the chances of that happening are so low.
You don't get to use my dice.
All right, let's not go to 6s.
Chris, you
Straight
go
up.
first.
Don't go to 6s.
3 3s.
damn, you skipped 2 numbers.
You skipped 2. Can you go back down?
Nope. Gotta go
Damn
up.
it, Chris.
Gotta go up. But you can go to 4 and be like just 1 4.
3.
4 3s.
2 5.
5. Nice. Up to 5s. More 5s or any number 6s?
Everybody go over
Five,
there.
5 5.
Another 5.
1 6.
Nice. All right, 6s only.
No one's gonna believe
3.
my roll.
4 6s. 5 6s.
6 6s.
Cap.
Oh, he's coming
Oh,
out.
show him.
He's coming out.
6 is the number.
All right, I only
Put
got
him
one.
up. Put him up.
You ready?
Again? That's crazy. Put him up front so you can count me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, it's like always off by 1.
I
It's
think
crazy.
I
All right, roll 'em up.
Give me half
Down to, I know, that would be kind of fun too, right? You just collect all these dice. Because what that would do is actually would give you more of an advantage, right? You are the one that called. I mean, you play that too, maybe next time. Because that gives you like you have the guts to call somebody out, and you can you can take it. All right, Jimmy, first step. 50 dice on the table.
3, 5.
Love it.
3, 4.
Three fours.
Already?
3 fours. It's a game of cards.
4 4.
4 fours. One ball.
I got scared.
No, you didn't.
2 5s.
Wow. 6 is on. 4 of them.
Cap.
Ooh, shot. Six is up front.
I got nothing.
6 is up front.
Oh.
1, 2, 3,
Hey,
4.
throw it down.
Take them up.
This is not good.
You got a little less than 5 minutes. We'll play a couple more rounds. And we can play to a winner on Monday if you want.
Yeah.
It's fun, right? I know, I like this game. Jay, you get to go first.
3 2.
He's gonna jump like 5.
10 6.
3 2s is the best.
4 3.
Oh, gotta go up. 3 5s.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 5. Oh, my bad. 1 6 then.
All right, on to 6s. 3.
5 6.
5 of them.
Cap.
Oh, at least 5. There's like 10 of them out there. We are down a full set. Okay, so probabilities are starting to change now. It's almost like there's only 8 of us on the table.
Okay.
So now you're only expecting 8 of each one. Jack, first you go. Started off easy.
Okay, start off slow.
All right.
Like that.
Two ones. 3 2. 5 2.
Do not call.
3 3.
Okay.
I like that. 1 4.
So everybody can hear us.
1
You missed 5.
Two sixes.
3 6s.
See how it lights up, depending on who's talking.
5
Oh,
6.
shit.
5 6s. All right. 7. Oh, there it is. Put them up. 7 6s is the bet. 3 4. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Count them up. You get 2 of them. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. All right. Right on the money. That's crazy. All right, last round. And then I'm gonna write over here how many
Shit.
guys everybody's got. We'll keep the same order. So I'll start with.
Well, I should have drank that coffee.
What did you say?
Well, I drank a cup of coffee this morning, and then I got more coffee, so now I'm like filled with
That
coffee.
is fucked up, man. Y'all need to like, start calling out people. I'm tired of calling y'all out. I just think it's just right.
Yeah, because you're losing. You have to call them out when it's right.
Coming around.
Thank you.
That's how you get the dub.
5 4.
I'll call it count.
1 5.
Right there. 5 4s. Put them up. Put your 4s up.
Jack, you just.
Put your 4s up.
That's a 5, Travis.
And I didn't have any.
All right.
You did 4 or 5, and I was like,
How many dice do you have?
5.
Maddie.
She has 6. Sorry.
Aiden.
Aiden.
How
You
many
can't
dice do you
distract
have?
me like that.
Chris.
6.
Jimmy.
I'm getting the dub, boys.
3.
Oh, I'm loaded. I think if I can 1 2 3
Chandler. There we go. All right. Drop your dice in here. If you can try to like slide the desk back where they're supposed to be, I think I'm getting kind of tricky, but like, do the best you can. I only lost one, huh?
I know. I was like so quiet.
Should have
and
went
then-
for like one.
I was going to, and then I was like, you know what? It's fine.
If you have dice, make sure I get them back before you go. 31 goes over here. It won't fit. It won't fit. 20, 19, 18 goes there. 22 right here next to 23. 17's got to go back. Yeah, right there. 29. This one.
Hey, see you, Rosie.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. I will see you Monday.
Yeah, Rosie, have a good weekend.
Bye, guys. 28, 26. Yeah, we're good. 27 right next to it. Yep, right there. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. Thank you, guys.
Come on, drink though. Come on, drink though. Oh, no, Bert, it was just right here. Right, bro. I drank.
How did your drink disappear?
Somebody definitely drank it.